Holy fuck, that's bright. Oh. Getting. Oh boy. Huh. Okay. This is a lot. Ooh. But to whoop some ass. Booyah. Who? Oh, I see. 73, 73. Oh. It Fran. So apparently I missed a shit ton of things last time I was here. Guess it helps when you're on a fucking 50-inch TV. Guess it's hard to miss all that stuff, but... Where did I kill Homeboy at? I killed the other boy up here. Yeah, he's right here. Maybe I already looted him because I have the saber? I don't know. Oh, you don't notice me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I dismembered him. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. All that was in this game so far was they were like... Ooh.
Smell something.
There's a ship that like that froze a bunch of people. I should probably aim down sight. I feel like that'd be a little easier. But, there's a ship that had a bunch of people frozen. Like, cryogenically preserved, and someone, like, got on the ship, and sends you here. I think what our goal is to go and free the rest of the people who are frozen. I can't remember exactly what he wanted, but I'm sure it will play out eventually. Hey, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Lieutenant Mercer, are you from Prototype?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Shambling about.
Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Yeah, I did. I did. Oh my god, I'm jumping around like this is Destiny. Oh shit, hello. Doing good, actually. Doing pretty fucking good. Damn, dog, you fucking dead, dog. You fucking dead. You fucking dead. Anyways. Ooh, that's a beastie boo. And then Z wants to also talk to me again about some dom and sub things.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
I'll be the judge of that, bitch.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
Yeah,
Please
I was talking to them a little bit about it,
use
but
violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure
I mean,
to
you
do
could
so
just scroll
will
up and
result
you
in
can
your
see what
immediate
him or
destruction.
them and I talked about.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing.
You're gonna hear a lot of shuffling around because I'm currently in my bed. My jacket is hanging up to dry, therefore I cannot and will not sit in my chair. I need to be in bed, under some covers, so I can be warm. Because I'm fucking freezing outside of being in my bed. So I'm keeping my ass in my bed so I can be under my cover, my lovely weighted blanket. Oh, shit's fucking comfy. I got some pillows propping me up against the wall. My legs are stretched out. Life is good. I mean, I'd be in my chair right now, but my jacket and my uniform is hanging up to dry. Oh my god, Joey. I put my uniform in the wash and forgot that my Bluetooth headphones were in my shirt pocket. And my headphones went through the wash.
The settlement of Edgewater is located
and I'm so sad about it.
I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance.
Basically, I forgot that my Bluetooth headphones was in my shirt pocket, and I put it through the washer. And it's like really, like, the quality of the headphones are so bad now. And they were really good Bluetooth headphones. I'm talking like hours and hours of charge.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
If I can... So I'm gonna have to buy a new pair. If I have them sitting out here to air out, but I also like half dislocated my knee earlier, which was another fun thing. I was sitting in bed crisscross, and I leaned forward, and my leg popped, and it hurt, and I couldn't stretch my leg out. So I grabbed the bottom part of my leg and like popped it back, and next thing you know, I could like move my leg. Tonight's been fucking hell. But the crazy thing is, like, I got those Bluetooth headphones were a gift, and they were like $5 just sitting in a certain someone's household. And they're like, they don't take long to charge, and they last hellas when fully charged. Your health points give you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me when it happened. Oh my god. Hmm. I was just scared because I couldn't like move my knee. My knee was just like dead. I'm not really sure what I want here. I want to get this to 20 because I want that forward dodge. I guess I'll put the rest in this. Okay. What does that say? When a numbered? I don't have any companions yet, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. But I want this base health one right now. Do a snippy snap snap. Oh, hell yeah. Hey,
I'll be with you,
oh.
friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards.
The town, you mean
Now,
Papa
seems to
Now?
me, and correct me if
Papa
I'm
Now,
wrong here,
love
but
you,
seems
Ernest.
to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? altercation, you say? Yeah, shame as that
I
goes.
agree, you do.
Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out
What do
on
you
the
mean?
dirt.
It's against the rules to die.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your
You wanna
earliest
know who else
convenience.
loves your eyes,
Constable's
Joey?
office
You
might
really
have
wanna know
work
who
for
loves your
someone with
eyes?
let's just say, aggressive
We know
disposition.
someone who loves your eyes.
Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Popping off.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Popping off. Popping off, love you, Joey. Popping off, love you. Popping off.
You hiding?
Oh, hello there. Oh. Oh my god. This is popping off. Popping off, love you. Can I like, can I please like pick up that arm? I'm just trying to tell you, Popping Off loves you, that's all. Popping Off really fucking loves you. Popping Off. Can we just talk about how like beautiful this game is? Like how actually stunning this game looks. I love things like this where it's not super ultra realistic, but it's more cartoony.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
And I killed all of them.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money.
Bro, what?
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
I'm getting such a big, like, Fallout BioShock vibe. And I'm really kind of fucking with it. Like some BioShock with, BioShock, Fallout, and Rage. It's kind of what I'm... But with like it plays like Fallout. It's in the art style of like BioShock Borderlands. Like these loading screens and these towns, these like scream BioShock and Borderlands. I think that's what everyone initially compared this game to, was Borderlands. I can't remember. Borderlands and Fallout, I think, is what they initially compared it to. I'm not gonna read all that. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna read all that. Like the characters and like the cutscenes for talking to characters is like Fallout, and it kind of got that post-apocalyptic Borderlands Fallout vibe. It shoots really much like Borderlands, and then the like feel of it kind of gives me like a BioShock vibe.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up.
Like you can see the influence of all these different games on this one here.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's...
I'm gonna fuck her,
Mr.
dog.
Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches, and masticators, and hairpins, and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Guess I ruined that relaxing vibe.
Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, let's go. Where the fuck? Where did Shotty go? Hey, all I know is Shotty's gonna be with me. Hey, what's poppin', Shotty?
I'm on my way. We better clear out
Shotty.
Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Shotty.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Listen, Shotty.
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, I'm not really digging this whole space family, so... Holy fuck, these loading screens are so bright. God damn, this game is beautiful. Holy shit. Amen. Only... Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Be right there.
She even listens to my commands too. Wild. Whack! Whack. Oh. God damn. Boy, out here doing damage, dog. Out here doing damage. I want to look at... Ow, wow, 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 wow. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Owie, owie, owie. Owie, owie, owie. Oh! Wow! I agree. It will be it will be interesting. Okay, wait. I don't know which one it wants me to. I don't know which is the correct path and which one isn't. Cause I want to go to the one dude first. What the fuck? I'm in my room and it's dark. This is like my TV and my phone are the only sources of light right now. That shit is blinding.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Okay, we're just gonna go this way. If a greater wave shall fall. Where does this take me? Emerald Vale. What is... Look at that.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Yeah, I like that like aquamarine or teal kind of color.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
That's fair.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Picking up all the side quests.
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Huh, interesting.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off cold to me, is all. Yeah, huh?
Oh, I'm fucking. Anyways. Yeah, but I just normally use my phone at a lower brightness at night. I just kind of sit there, but I watch YouTube on my Switch. Wait, where the fuck am I at? I really do fuck with this game. I'm actually like really enjoying this game right now. It sucks that I have to go to sleep soon. Or get off and get ready for bed soon, because I'm really digging this game. I just want to sit down for like a solid 3-4 hours and just play. That's one way to level up. Oh, I saw that. Now this ain't Metro. If you give up, I'm not gonna just let you go. Nah, bitch, you gonna get killed. Barely, but we made it. I did level up. The metro. The entire franchise of Metro was just fucking great. Am I supposed to be like going in these houses or? Or can I even go in some of these houses? Okay. That's slogan.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging.
She sounds like
Exactly
whoever's
her
this
town.
voice actor sounds like she's forcing her
Imagine
voice
where
to be
she's
low.
gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
It's like a girl who's trying to force herself to sound like a boy.
Appreciate it. Honest. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But
Her
yes,
facial features make
Adelaide
her
will
look
do
so
just
young,
fine.
but her skin complexion makes her
Excuse
so
me,
old.
Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must live on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
'Cause she definitely don't sound old.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps.
Man, that's crazy. The first, like, hour into the game, you already have to make a pretty big choice. Do you cut the power from the garden, or the botanical lab, or from Edgewater?
His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
Nah,
That was unkind of me.
I know you're not fragile. I know you can take the hits, but bitch, I'm trying to sleep with you.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'm trying to fuck.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, I'm gonna get lost. Okay, well, how the frick frackety fuck do I get over there? Hopefully this is gonna take me where I need to go. I think after I divert the power, I'm gonna end the stream. I think that's a good enough stopping point for now. And then tomorrow I'll start a stream much earlier than what I did so I can play this for much more time.
always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh. Okay, I backed off. I knew it was gonna kill me, but just look at the face on the stream. It fits the reaction so well. No, you put me all the way back here. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we need to go this way. See, I am a tits guy, but there's just comes a time and a place where fake tits that size just don't look sexually appealing. And yes, I'll say it. I'll be the guy to say it.
I always wanted to poke around in here. Incoming! We made it!
Pros tendrás.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
System
Here they
investigated.
come! Three switches. That'll be easy enough. Here they come! That's the last of them! There's two more.
System.
What'll happen? Watch out! Here they come!
You're not real. You're not real.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Searching for
Here they come!
Performing an area investigating. Processing unit.
Incoming! Everyone all right? Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
System. Security patrol.
Can't get past that armor!
All searching.
Oh! Incoming!
Unexpected. Performing
Get ready.
an area. systems are...
Here they come!
Okay. I should be back. Okay. Whack. Whack. So now I need to do that. That. And out we go. You know, I said, I really, I hate that I have to like adult and be responsible. I just want to play this game. I'm like thoroughly, like really enjoying this game right now. Where am I?
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
My bile
Edgewater
churning.
has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
I should beat your ass.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated.
Well, it's gonna stop after I change the machine, but the person who I was gonna talk to tonight is now asleep,
with orders
so...
to fire on you. Apologies won't give us our lives back, but for what it's worth, I am sorry too.
Yeah, you die too.
You just killed him. You enjoyed that? Are you some kind of psychopath?
Well, I'm not sleeping with her.
I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
Oh, I shouldn't have killed him.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
My work friend. My fellow work comrade who just so happens to be a big ass sub. He just ran past me. Why are they just running past me? Oh, I am hurt. Oh. Oh, Lord, I am very hurt. Hold on. Hold on.
Gotta find cover.
I'm very hurt, apparently. Hey, stop shooting at me, dog. Stop shooting at me. You can't fuck with me. Nobody can fuck with me. I wish leveling up could be like Skyrim, where you just like get all your health back and shit. That would be very nice. What exactly am I doing down here, though? Pick up the power converter. Okay, okay, hold on. So, what do I want here now? I don't know. Sure. And then why not? Damn, girl. Base health. Threat generated. What is threat generated? Or lower. 30% less threat generated. Let me just slightly sit up. It's because, he's a big contributor to the space thing. And she's grew up here, she's part of it, so on and so forth. And so, that's why that's really the only one I feel like she needs right now. The hell is this? Did I just somehow pick these up? Bro? Wait, hold on. I wanna... Hold on there. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I want to do that, but I want to go to settings. Under gameplay, I don't want to see helmets. So, yeah, there we go. Sealed. Okay, what does it want me to do? Am I going back to just as the unreliable? Okay, so we're gonna return to my ship, and then wherever that cutscene.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Looks like her pussy is still mine. But, I really wish that I could continue playing this, but I gotta adult, and I gotta be a responsible adult. Basically, don't do that. Don't do what I just did. But in any case, we're gonna end it once we see what's gonna happen here. When we get to the good old unreliable. Kick it, kick. Kick it.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling.
Look
when
at
I was
it.
in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a
Look at
proper
this. The
crew.
pussy is mine.
Edgewater won't last another season.
I have
without power.
secured the bag.
That don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects
I
me
don't-
back in my post.
It might be for some people. It's like, I guess it'd be the same as calling, like, someone who is, like, saying trans. Some people are offended by it, some aren't. So, I mean, me personally, I'm not, because I know what it means, and I know that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm fucking tired. Like, I know what it means, and I know that it's not being used in a derogatory way. So it don't matter to me personally, but
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
pussy's in the bag, duh.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain.
I'm sure
call
Reed
you
won't
Captain
mind,
now.
you know, with him being dead and everything.
I got a captain.
No, you can call me more than just Captain, baby girl. Listen.
Yeah, huh?
Listen. I don't understand why I have to hold it, but okay.
Nice.
Why is it a criminal activity? It's now my ship. What?
Captain, I have detected. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Not a clue.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Behind me, across the cargo bay, up the ladder. Seemed simple enough. And there goes my ankles.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Nah, you ain't gotta stop. Come on now. Jokes will. There's always room for jokes.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame.
Oh, they're
The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation
I hate that
terminal.
her mouth doesn't move. Alright. I hate that pause menu too. It's so bland, it's unsettling. Space. Anyways, I stop. I'm gonna try to continue this tomorrow. Maybe get another, two-ish hours in, something like that. So, because I'll probably literally just come home from work, shove some fucking dinner down my throat, and then start playing. So, it's been fun. It's been real. I love this game so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, it's actually like really good. The shooting's a little finicky for me because it's like Borderlands, and I'm not a fan of the way Borderlands plays gun control wise, but the story's nice. The combat's nice. It's really well put together, and it's nice to be able to play a shooting RPG again. Because the last what was the last shooting RPG I played outside of Destiny? Mass Effect? But I never really played much of Mass Effect Andromeda. I really wish that they'd like remaster. I want like Dead Space. I want them to like remaster Dead Space. But I'm gonna get on a tangent about that. But in any case, bye bye, everybody.